people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Caroline for Calicious Loves. In today's video, I am sharing with you some tips on how you can save money on your menstrual products / period products and stay stylish at the same time. I will be sharing with you reviews and tips on 4 menstrual products. These are products that I've used before: the period pads, the tampons, the period cup, which I've not used before, and period pants. I can't show you the period pants because I don't have one that's spare and brand new. I do appreciate that every woman is different. For the purposes of this video, I will be breaking down the costs based on women who bleed on a monthly basis and usually between 4 to 6 days per cycle. Now let's get down to business in terms of cost. I'm going to start with a period pads. These are the first products that were introduced to me when I started my period, which was quite early, I won't lie. I must have been like 11, 12. On average, a pack of 20 pads in the UK is £2.50. So let's just say that we use 20 pads per cycle. When I use pads, I use less, but let's just say that it takes us 20 pads per cycle, and that's 250 times 12, which is bringing us to 30. I know it sounds like it's not very expensive, but these are products that you're throwing away, so that means each and every year is £30. That's if they stay at the same price, okay? Now when we come on to tampons, tampons average about £3 for 20 tampons in a pack. It's usually a pack like this. This one has got 18. Like with the pads, I wouldn't use all 20 in one cycle, but let's say that we use all of this in one cycle. £3 times 12, which is bringing us to 36. Again, it doesn't look like it's very expensive, but remember, it's something that you have to spend on an annual basis. Now let's move on to the period cups. Period cups were introduced to me, I think like about 2 years ago. I went to like a charity event and it focused on like women and period poverty, which is like a really big thing, especially like in developing countries, including Malawi and majority of Africa. So there were some products to take away, and the lady who was organizing this event was like, I will give this period cup to anyone who promises to start using them. And to be honest, I had heard of period cups, but I just never used them before, so I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So a period cup will usually cost you from 15 to 20 pounds, and these are kind of like made out of silicone, and you just insert, it's like a tampon, but it's like a cup, okay? That once you bleed, you have to kind of like remove and dispose of the blood. So this will usually set you back 15 to 20 pounds per cup, and they can last for up to 10 years if you use them properly. So you don't even need more than 1 cup, because once you bleed, all you have to do is empty it. So you're looking at 15 to 20 pounds in 10 years. Let's even just slash it down. Let's say that, okay, you don't want to go all the way to 10. Let's say that we want to bring it down to 5. That's 20 pounds for a duration of 5 years. Period pants were introduced to me the same time I was introduced to period cups. I would normally wear my period pant when I'm sleeping because, when I sleep, it's like I'm playing football. With period pants, this will set you back from like between 15 to 25 pounds per pair, and the period pants depend on the floor. Some of them are like light floor, normal floor, or heavy floor, just the same way you will have different types of pads and different types of tampons. It's recommended that you have maybe 6 period pants per cycle so you can alternate comfortably. I think I have more than 6, but let's say that we put it at 6, yeah? We put it at 6. 6 times 20 pounds, that's 120 per year, okay? And these period pants can last you up to 2 years. I think max 3. So if we say 3 years, That's £120 for 3 years, which works out even more expensive than the pad, the tampon, and the cup. It might not be in a perfect way, but you know, we should leave something for the next generation. And it's very important to take into account how eco-friendly some of the products that we use on a regular basis are. So when it comes to the pads and the tampons, they're not very eco-friendly because you just throw them away, and most of them are actually not biodegradable. I know there are some pads that are, but majority of them are made out of plastic. The same thing with tampons, unless it's burnt, you just throw it away and off it goes to the landfill. I remember when I was in secondary school, we didn't have like pit latrines in all the hostels. So the hostels that didn't have pit latrines just had like a massive bin of where you throw all your used pads and tampons. And then once a month, we would all gather. People would take turns, and the school would give us paraffin or matches, and we would burn down the pads, right? Which was great, but then obviously when you look at it, air pollution. So pads and tampons, not so much eco-friendly. When it comes to the period cup, I think it's the most eco-friendly product, and literally you just wear it. You just yeah, it's a cup, like what a cup does. You hold a cup and things fall in it, and then once it's full, you dispose of, you rinse, and you put it back on. The pants, obviously, the longevity is not as good as the period cups, but I also think it's still better than the pad and the tampons. Looking stylish, I'm on my period. I won't lie, yeah, if you are like me, I feel like when we are on our cycles, a lot of things happen. The hormonal imbalance, being moody, we're eating, we're bloated. And then there is the dressing. Like, you have to choose very carefully what you're wearing. I really try to stay away from really tight things, from like things that are like very bright in color, like white. So when it comes to pads, I always struggled. Whenever I wear a pad, I have to wear like a really secure underwear for me to feel confident that the pad is in place and does not move. I was always conscious. It was always in the back of my head. Oh my God, is it moving? It feels like it's moving. Can someone see that I'm wearing a pad? Like every now and again. I don't know, you guys will agree with me, the girls. Do you ever have one of those moments where you tell a friend, oh, can you look behind me and see if my pad is showing? Like, right? When it comes to tampons, it's very discreet, obviously. And I think it might take some time getting used to, but I think it's one of those products that you can be free to wear what you want, but I know that it's not for everybody. So it's discreet. It can help you to be stylish in many ways, but then obviously comes the price over the years, and then the environmental impact. You can use cups anywhere. At the gym, when you're being active, even when you're swimming, you can use cups. And I think it allows you to be stylish, but I feel like I haven't hacked it yet, okay? On my very heavy flow days, sometimes I forget it's there, and then I start to leak, because obviously with a cup, you have to remove and then empty and then put it back on. And for me, it's okay if I'm home. But if I'm like in the office, I don't want to be emptying in a public toilet. Then how am I going to cleanse the cup to put it back on? Logistically, it doesn't work for me on the go. I feel it's really hard. But I know that people are different, so maybe it might be something for you. As much as it allows me to be very stylish and be active, I just feel like it's not ideal for on the go. Now, when we come down to period pants, there is different types of period pants. I've got period pants that are full coverage grandma, back to back, that I can slip like that. And then I've got thongs, I've got bikini style, and the ones that I have, they are seamless. And I recently did a video of when I wore a satin skirt and I had a period pant on, and you could barely see it. And when I wear my period pants, I forget. It's like just wearing a normal pant. How cool is that? Imagine going to the gym and you don't have to think twice about you being on your period. Does that make sense? Like, it allows you to be the most stylish person you can be. You don't have to worry about leakage. I know it sounds like it costs a lot, but you know what? I'm gonna take a period pant because of the comfort it gives me, because of the hassle-free that comes with it. You know, that's an investment that I'm making towards my comfort and my well-being. I don't want to be on my period and just totally feel different. Like, in addition to the hormones and the craves and the bloating, I want to be able to wear, you know, what I want to wear. And I think period pants do exactly that for me, okay? And the one that I use is a brand called Wooka. They do swimwear and they cater to women of all sizes. So I would link my affiliate link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. Someone on the Facebook group that I'm on was asking about how they can help their daughter, like, navigate this whole period situation, because she just started and she's asking for products that people would recommend. And I think period pants are, you know, a good start, because your child would just feel like they're wearing a pant, and there won't be all those embarrassing moments where there's a leak situation. I know that period pants can be worn for up to 12 hours, but I just feel like 12 hours is too long. Unless it's too long, you start to get the smell, like the blood has been in one place for too long. So for me, I would normally wear it like the usual pad recommendation hours, like maybe 5 to 6 hours. That's how I would wear my period pants, and that's why maybe I've got a lot. And these are pants that you have to wash. So if you're not the kind of person who wants to wash your own blood, then maybe it's not for you. I wash mine in the washing machine, but if I had to wash my hands, I would not have a problem washing with my hands. The reason why I say 6 is because I'm not gonna be here washing period pants every day, okay? So, you know, that's just me. But if you feel like 6 is a lot and you want to start with, like, let's say 3, and wash as soon as you change the pant and let it dry ASAP, then you could do that as well. I think that would be like a cheaper way of getting into the period pants. I do not want to discredit period cups. I think they are great. There was a time that I used, before I like got a couple of period pants, there was a time that I used them, like, pretty much I just used the period cups. Although, like, I find that sometimes it's not sealed properly, and I think that's just me, right? And I would have like a bit of leaks here and there, and like I mentioned earlier, I just really struggled with emptying it, especially when I go to work. But I think it's a great product. You should give it a go. There's this brand that I use. I think I got this from Boots. I threw away the carton, but this is how it looks like, and it can take up to 13 milliliters. Trust me, guys, on your heavy days, yeah, you might have to change this. Like, I would have to change this like maybe three times, but like on a normal floor day, I could wear this in the morning and I could be there by, you know, like 5 p.m. So I'll link like some recommended brands for period cups in the description below. I appreciate that people are different, but when it comes to saving money, definitely you are in good hands with period cup, and it's very environmental friendly. It's actually the best product to use for your period. I'd probably say that maybe invest in a period pant to pair with the period cup, on your heavy days or when you go to bed. Alternatively, wear a panty liner in your first days so that you don't have those accidental leaks, because maybe you've just not got the hang of wearing it. And I appreciate that we are all different. You know, maybe cups are not for you, maybe tampons are not for you, maybe you really mastered to wear period pads. That's fine, but I just thought I should come on here and tell you how much they cost. Obviously, period pants come to the top, expensive, right? And then you've got the tampons, the pads, and the cheapest thing of all, the period cups. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you share this with your friend, with a sister, or someone who's kind of like navigating that period journey. Yeah, I'm like, for my stylish girls, you know what product to buy. I have recommended that. So I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.